Why
Oh,
positive? Why positive vibes and good energy? Where did that? How did you come up with that? What does that?
cause, cause I am a positive vibe and good energy, and that's all I want to be surrounded with. And I was such a people pleaser, right?
Mhm.
And I ended up finding myself, and I believe also sometimes the depression, the anxiety is because we are not our authentic self.
Mhm.
We put ourselves in positions that are gonna drain us and take us into that dark. So when you're a people pleaser, you're always trying to be somebody because you want to please. So I'm a person who, even my dad can testify to this. I remember when I was graduating, I was like, I don't know where I'll throw you a party because you know so many people. I literally do know a lot of people. And I am a person who, I don't care your age. I have friends who are in their 60s. I have friends who are in their 50s. I have friends who are in their 20s. And I'm 34. So I don't have friends just in my age range. I mix with everybody because I am a firm believer you can learn something from anybody, whether they are a
Yeah.
CEO or whether they are a toilet cleaner or a
Mhm.
school bus driver or something.
Right.
You never know, just because that's their position right now. You never know what their journey was, how they came there, what they have overcome. So I'm a person who, I mingle everywhere. But then because I had all that, I felt like everywhere I showed up, I didn't show up as my true self because I wanted to please everybody. And then when I finally was like, fuck it, it's draining me. I'm becoming this dark energy that I don't like, because I know myself. Even when I go to an energy that I don't feel comfortable, I don't want to be there. And
Yep.
I'm a good reader. I'm a good character reader. Like,
Me
my
too.
friends always get annoyed by it because I'll tell them, I'll be like, yeah, don't hang out with that person. That person, the energy just doesn't. So I really go by vibes and energy. If your energy feels, because
Emotions
I
and
have
too.
been there and I
Mhm.
know how a dark energy feels like, and I don't care whatever money you have or whatever your status is. If your energy is dark, I'm not hanging around. So that's why my motto is always be, and positive vibes and good energy, because the world is already dark enough. Like, the world gets dark, shit happens, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean we have to make it more darker. And most people assume that because you are a positive person and in a vibe and good energy means that you can't be sad and shit. No, it just means that I choose not to constantly dwell on that, but I have my moments. So I really like resonate to that. That's why anybody, like, even on social media, I unfollow pages, people. I don't care how many years we've known each other. I don't care if you're family or whatever. But if your page is not giving me something that's creating a positive vibe to me, it's being a light to me, I unfollow. And I even tell my friends, if I have come to a place where you don't feel like I am a positive vibe to you or I bring good energy, you can cut me off. You can unfollow me. I will not take offense to it, because everybody should surround themselves with that energy, because that's what you resonate to when the world feels dark.
Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely.
Plus, also,
Yeah. Speaking of a rebel with a cause, I love that. I love that mug. Love the merch. Okay. Okay.
this is my beer mug, and it's that you put in the freezer like it's a
I
frozen
like
mug.
that. I like that. I'm thinking of doing some new merch as well. So a little hint, hint. Stay tuned. But speaking of, like, you just talked about dark times that we're in. Like, what do you think is the biggest impact on Gen Z's mental health at the moment?
Remind me, Gen Z is what age?
So I'm 26, so I was born in 1997. So I would be considered like the end or the beginning of Gen Z, and I think it ends in 2012.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then after Gen Z is Gen Alpha.
Oh,
So we're like
damn.
basically the Zoom generation.
I To be honest, I think Gen Zs apply too much pressure on themselves.
We do. We really do.
Like,
True.
I feel like instead of actually enjoying where you are and taking the privilege, because I tell people don't rush to grow up, because I rushed, and sometimes when I look, but I still did. I had amazing 20s, but then I have always, like, if you're growing up in Africa, you start a lot of things way earlier, and then I'm lucky, blessed. I had the privilege of moving around the world and living in different countries. So my mindset grew up way before my body grew up or my age caught up. But when I look at most of them right now, even when I was working at retail and I look at these kids, they're such in a rush to, I can't wait to move out. I can't wait to do, like, enjoy that, because that's pressure. People are always quick to move out. If I could move back home to my daddy's house right now, I would, because these bills are not cute at all.
They don't care. They don't care.
And I tell people, if your parents are not chasing you out, stay at
Yeah,
home for as long as you can.
yeah,
Save, do something, like actually enjoy the world, travel, build connections, explore
abs-
the world, try different things. But they are so quick to get that career, to make something out of themselves, to have a home, to have a car, to on, and you're like, but you're still young, and they're like, no, I'm not. I'm 24. Yes, you're fucking young. 24
yeah,
is young.
yeah.
That's the time to actually make mistakes. And because once you keep going, once you get to your 30s, now you really have to think. Like, I still feel like in your 30s, that's when you should be getting your life together. In your 20s, enjoy life. So I feel like most people, the Gen Zs, get into their mental health, like depression or anxiety. It's the rush to grow up.
Mhm.
They are quick to want things, but also the funny part is they're also lazy to work for that shit. Like, they want it now. They want the
Don't
success
disagree.
now. They don't want the grind, the hard work, but
Mhm.
they want the, so.
I don't disagree with you because I think of like Nelson Mandela's generation and like how success didn't come to him until he was in his older years, until he was an older man. When he was young, he was in prison, he was struggling, he was fighting for freedom, and like it didn't come. I think we kind of want that overnight success, that overnight hit, but it doesn't come like that. Like it
I
takes
mean,
a
look
side.
at even the stories about Oprah or Vera Wang. They didn't get to where they were in. Oprah went from radio stations to radio station before having her own talk show and being who
Yes.
she is. Like, there's that process, but and that's the thing when we think about it. Like, even why most podcasters end up failing is because, oh, I'm gonna start a podcast and I'm gonna get sponsors and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be Joe Rogan, but you're forgetting that Joe Rogan already had an entire life and career before he became a successful
I
podcaster. Like,
this was the year that I literally, and I use Zencaster, so shout out to this platform because I started using Riverside FM and then Zoom, but I literally this year received my first monetization from being a Zencaster ambassador for like a brand sponsorship. And it wasn't a lot, but it was a decent amount and I'm proud of myself for doing that.
hey,
It's like it
it's
took a
a
while
step. It's a
and I
step.
started in 2021.
And it's a step, and that's what I tell people. Sometimes also I am a firm believer in celebrating the small wins more than the big wins, because it's those small wins. It's like, when you're climbing the stairs, right? You want to get to the top, but so
Yes.
you're so concentrated at the top, you're forgetting that, oh my god, I made it to the fifth floor, I made it to the sixth floor, I made it to the seventh floor. Like,
Yeah.
those little, because they end up matching your journey. Zencaster might not have been a big sponsorship or something, but hey, it's a
Mhm.
fucking sponsorship that some people are still trying to find. It's your first
Mhm.
sponsorship, and that will open doors for the next and the next and the next. My first sponsorship was with Superpass, and I found them through PodFest. They used to come a lot at PodFest, and they're an amazing website and app maker, and they normally charge like almost 2,500 a month to get the website and the app created.
Yeah.
And I literally, because again, it's all about showing up, showing up to these communities, letting people know we are constantly wanting support, but we are not supporting those. So for me, I became an ambassador because I'm constantly showing up at PodFest. I volunteer, I help. They know me. They're like, okay, this year, and they literally, when I was like, wait, I became an ambassador. I was like, yeah, you have earned it, and I really believe I have, and I am excited about that. So when Superpass was doing those rooms, I literally went to the room and they talked and they were like, do you have a question for us? And I was like, yes, I really want to be a part of your platform, but I can't afford it. Is there something we can work? And they ended up giving me for $50 a month. And I used it for a couple months, but there was something that it was lacking. So I stopped using them. And I haven't used them for a year, but just 2 weeks, and I don't have a website right now. And I've been thinking about getting back into a website. And just 2 weeks ago, they reached out and they're like, "Hey, Paula, it's been a while. We miss you. Is there anything we can talk about bringing this partnership back?" And I'm like, let's see, because my book is about to come out, and I really need a website. So
Yeah. Hi there. How are you feeling? It's me, Victoria, host of the podcast. And when I first started podcasting, I was super scared and nervous about the way I sounded, the way I looked, the way people would receive me. But using Zencaster has been a really helpful way for me to become more confident and express myself as a creator. So with Zencaster, you can record up to 4K quality in video, regardless of your audio and Wi-Fi quality. You can save files in the cloud recording, and you can adjust your audio and noise levels in the sound section. Go to zencaster.com/pricing and use my code Victoria15, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences that I do for my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. You feel me? Yeah, you got.
but it's all about those little things. It's about showing up. It's about willing to put in the work. And a lot of people will tell you, like, again, shout out to Adam Shively. The reason why I follow him and I trust him and I show up for him, because the first time I heard him speak, he was one of the very few speakers. Because I hate when speakers say, "Oh, you can do this. I did it," but they don't really give you like how they did it or
The
shit.
roadmap.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and they're forgetting most of these people either had corporate jobs, they have savings, they have a spouse who's supporting. Some of us live paycheck to paycheck. We are just trying to fucking pay our bills. We don't
Literally.
have, you know. So Adam was like, "Listen, I was podcasting for 3 years before I made my first money, and in the third year, I literally made, did it $37 or something?" So imagine, it took him 3 years, and in that 3 years, he made $37 before he actually went to where he retired and he does podcasting 4 days a week full time, and now he makes a lot of money.
Right.
So it is not as a first thing, and that's why you really need to be passionate about it.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, whatever you're building, you really need to be passionate, because it's gonna be a while before, if you're lucky
Mhm.
and you have a trust fund or successful parents or a big loads of money or a bigger sponsor, it can happen for you in a day,
Absolutely.
because everything needs money. you know
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, if I had a big budget for marketing, my podcast would be number one right now, because marketing takes a lot of money. But I cannot wait for the day I have a billboard at New York there, Times Square.
Absolutely.
Talk shit with me. But you just gotta work hard on that. And I think that's what not only Gen Zs, but I'm seeing mostly on Gen Zs, but we all lack that, the patience and discipline.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for that. I needed to hear that myself. So I want to get to a quick speed round with you, Paula. So basically, you answer in like one word, one sentence, and that's it. So let me know when you're ready.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. One word. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
First question. Last song. What's the last song that you listened to?
Oh my God, that would be easy, because that is Nikomon No Sad Days. I don't wanna be no Sundays. Sad songs, yeah. I don't wanna hear no sad songs. Nikomon, and he's coming on tour next year in Atlanta, February. So if y'all are thinking about getting me a present, Buy me Nico Moon
How
tickets.
do you
Thank you.
Nico Moon?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very into country, so I listen to a lot of country
Oh,
music.
nice. Nice. I like that. So finish this sentence. I truly believe that.
Talk shit with P will make it.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. My favorite book is.
Oh wow, the one I'm writing. How podcasting
Oh,
saved my mental
yes,
health.
you did it, y'all. Yes, you did it, y'all. Come
That's about
on.
to be your favorite book too,
Come
coming to you
on.
2024.
Yes. Send me the promo and I will be glad to help promo your book. In 2 words, I would tell my younger self to
Be yourself.
be yourself.
Like, I feel like we are constantly scared to show our real self because we want to be loved, but then we are loved in the wrong places because we are not being ourselves. And that's why I'm all about being unapologetically you
Yeah.
and showing up as your authentic self. So be unapologetically you. We fear that we might not find our people, but by being you, you find the right people for you. And also show up to
Yeah.
those communities, show up for people. You want people to show up for you, you gotta show up for people. So
Right.
be your authentic self and show up.
That's right. Love that. And then last question is for you is right now I feel.
Tired.
Ah!
This week has been raining. When I tell you, I was telling Victoria, this is my last to-do list for today. As soon as I close this laptop, I'm taking those sleeping pills because I have issues with sleeping as well. And for this past week, if I add up how many hours of sleep I've had in general, it's 8 hours for the whole week
Mm,
because I have not been. And it's funny because I literally took gummies the other day and I took like six at one time, hoping that I will pass out and sleep.
like
And it didn't do nothing. And then my friend took one gummy and that person went and slept for like eight, nine,
you take,
10 hours.
do you take melatonin gummies?
No, I took like edibles, like.
See, 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 Paula. If you do melatonin, I could see if you do melatonin. Is that like
and
CBD?
and they're organic. They're Delta 8, 9, 10 THC.
See, I don't do.
But my friend gave me some sleeping pills yesterday, and I was like, maybe you should try one. And because I wanted to sleep last night for today morning, but then I ended up not using them. So I'm gonna take both two of them so that I can literally pass the fire. I'm okay if I don't wake up until tomorrow morning. I'm
Yes,
okay.
get
My body needs to go rest.
get your rest. Get your rest is very important. Rest is very important. And everyone's body is different. We get tired at different points. When I was at work, like working and stuff, like I would get tired during the day and I would just fall asleep. But I'll try to stay awake. But right now I feel hungry, so I'm gonna go eat something and
And to add on that,
breakfast.
the listening to your body, I feel it's something we take um, uh, advantage of because your body will literally tell you when it's tired, and I can feel my body shutting down.
Yeah.
And when we don't listen to it, because when I used to work retail, because in your head you're like, I need to go to work, I can't call out
Yeah.
because I need the money and shit. But since last year, I decided to listen.
Mhm. Mhm.
They can still fire me, or I might die and they'll hire somebody new tomorrow. They wouldn't care. Or I'll be in the hospital and they won't pay half my bills. So I am not like, I am very big on mental health and taking care of yourself. That's why I call myself also self-care queen. And people assume self-care is all about just doing your nails or getting
Absolutely.
facials or going for brunch. But resting, taking a bath,
Yeah.
reading a book,
Yes.
watching trash TV just so your mind can relax. outside playing with a dog, going for a
Yeah,
walk,
literally.
nature, doing a picnic, whatever. All that is part of self care. Whatever your body needs, what you need to do for your body is important. So I'm all for that. Like, go do what you got. Speaking of bath, now I feel like I need a very nice bath.
Absolutely. Do what you got to do. But I want to say thank you so much for joining me on my show. Listeners, please tune into her podcast. It's called Talk Shit with P. And people are probably not used to me cursing, but I do it all the time in my head. So I feel like you're like the expressive version of me. Like, so it's
I bring that out of people. I make people safe enough to even
right.
curse, you know?
Don't worry. In my head, I say that about like 100 times a day. But I really hope you have a fantastic end to your year. Hope you had a blessed 2023, and I hope that you have an even stronger and blessed 2024, and that by the will of God or grace of God that we get to
Amen.
next year.
Yes, I'm hoping to see you at PodFest in January. You
Yeah.
know, whatever I can do to help make sure you attend, let me know. You know, sometimes you gotta speak it like you say. I don't have tickets, and here I am because that's the best part about PodFest as well. First of all, they do give me a code for discount,
Mhm.
and then they also, which they actually just rolled them out yesterday, I believe. Yes,
Mhm.
I signed up for them. They give you, like, they have this bring a listener. So if you have a show and you have engaging listeners who you're like, I wanna give them for being loyal. So they do give a few tickets for people to, if they want to bring a listener, or and funny enough also, Buzzsprout, Podmatch, shout out to Alex. They normally buy a bunch of tickets and even more pod, and they always give them out. But it's just, the thing is, when they do that, it's always towards the end
Mhm.
of the, this is like, I know you start seeing them like in January, but it's kind of too late because not everybody can fly last minute. I have
Yeah.
to plan ahead
Yeah.
time, like,
I'm a planner too. I'm a planner.
I,
Yeah.
and when you live paycheck to paycheck, oh shit, you gotta plan ahead. I can't last minute
Yeah, that's
but
me too. That is me too for sure. And
I can't wait for the day where I'm in that place where, oh, let's go. I'm going to Denver, for PodFest movement or shit. That's one place
yeah.
I haven't attended yet, PodFest movement. So I'm hoping maybe next year because I know they're gonna be in DC next year.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I got you a ticket. I did get two tickets, so
Yeah, we'll
got a
circle back.
ticket.
We will circle back. I'm gonna slide in your DMs again, so look out for that. But where
Slide in my DMs, baby.
where can my listeners find you?
You can find me anywhere and everywhere where you stream music as Talk Shit with P, and all social media platforms Talk Shit with P.
Mhm.
I'm more active on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you will get a DM and a voice message, and I'm open to connecting, collaborating, doing whatever. I'm a very big on supporting each other and working together because there's enough room for all of us to win.
Mhm.
And like my girl Issa Rae says, I'm rooting for everybody black.
Period. 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 Well, this concludes our host to host series episode. Thank you so much again for joining me, Paula. And as always, you guys, don't forget to be a kind person. You feel me? Bye.
Go feel your feelings.
That's gonna be in the promo right there. That's
I didn't know I was a fighter, that I could get back off the